Hello everybody, welcome back to my streams. How have you all been? Tonight we'll be continuing on with Horizon Zero Dawn. Last stream we were at like the final two missions of the Frozen Wilds DLC, so tonight we'll be continuing on with that. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Please remember to follow me on Twitch. And without further ado, let's go. Up to the town. Okay.
Reds, give me something first. We're stalkers.
Stay down as we move through.
As if there's chill water running through those massive pipes. Why?
Be wary of mines. Stalkers. We tripped a mine. Brace yourself.
Your song is here.
Got too much already.
There's a door up ahead. Refuge. We're almost through.
Control tower.
I'd have to leave. I'll find a use for you. Is this a projector? Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak, Aurea, you might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light to alarm me.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Whoa, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Aurea. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through. There. Below. Door to the mountain. New metal.
Dead metal. We could not pass it before.
We will this time. We have to.
We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Werak could prevail against before.
Aloy will see us through.
Onward then. Our challenge awaits.
Yeah, this is useful. I can't spare the weight.
More machines. Make ready. More machines. Make ready.
This is gonna be fucking annoying.
More machines. Make ready. deeds. But that battle was a verse worth singing.
Now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
Let's find out.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits, lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Ourea. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes. Finish this.
Okay, that's one more. Let's check the blue gleam. The Forge of Winter.
Alright, down we go. This way.
with you, brother.
Can't see a way to close the vent from here.
We'll stay.
I'll have to go
as long
over.
as we have to.
Well, we'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood.
How are you gonna get past that flame?
Should be able to clear that with an arrow. Better time this right. Divers should get them across.
Oh, she's in the air.
Now to shield that vent. We should get me up there. Hey, let's see what this does. That's it. Cleared it out.
Let them come. Now I bring you down.
Hey Eggs, thanks for the luck. Thank you for the 10 biddies. Hope you have a good stream too.
May the blue light guide us. I'll cut you down.
then across. Come on over, it's safe. I think.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be. It's like Damon ruined it.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build possible recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to this model.
Spirit speaks to us.
It's a recording. Hephaestus. It was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This name?
Yes. Let's do it here. Messages. Maybe you're right. Let's get moving.
Hello, newbie Jade, how are you? Okay, I guess got let off work early, but I was too busy streaming the net, so might as well try to get this finished. I'm almost done. This is like the last mission of the DLC. Yesterday what you saw was like the side stuff. So when I finish this main side mission, I will go finish off the rest of the side challenges.
Try to find a way through.
What about you? How are you today? Fucking I hate these things.
I'll try to find a way through.
I'm trying. So what this place is called a cauldron. It's basically a giant factory that's responsible for making all the machines in the world, and there are many of them across the game. This is one of them. It's been hijacked by a rogue AI. I'm trying to solve... Technically speaking, we don't know that as the player, or as the character. So we're trying to fight through all these corrupted machines to try and figure out what went wrong with the rogue AI. Since I don't want to fight them because they take too long to kill and too much items, I might as well just try to sneak past them. Well, this is well, there are the same mysteries in the main game, but the DLC offers a different... It's like just a different region, same story. Not story beat, but like similar. You find... So basically, everything's named after Greek gods. So there's Gaia, the main AI. Under her, I mean, Zero Dawn's the project to rebuild humanity. Gaia is the main AI in charge of the project Zero Dawn, like the main AI that helps do all the functions, and under the main AI is 9 different functions. Hephaestus is basically the one that the rogue AI in currently in this case is Hephaestus, which is the sub-level AI that makes all the machines. There is Apollo, which is the AI in charge of all of knowledge from across humanity's existence. There is like a repopulation AI that redevelops human beings, reconstructs animals, cloning. There are those who cleanse the polluted skies, oceans, lands, and refertilizes it. Hey, Ford. Oh, fuck. Please don't look my way, please don't look my way. How you doing, Ford? But basically, so as I said, main AI, 9 sub-function AIs. almost 20 years ago, before the start of the main game, there was an unknown transmission, a virus essentially, that unshackled one of the 9 AIs. That AI went rogue, and is acting on its function, which is basically what the main game is about. And Gaia, to prevent that AI from going rogue, destroyed itself to stop it from escaping fully. But so Gaia destroyed itself, the AI, but before it could do that, the rogue AI released the virus that unshackled it from the main AI's hold to free the others. And now all of the AIs are going rogue. Like, you don't know where they are, at least. Or at least in this first game. Now we know that one of the rogue AIs is here in this DLC. Or at least mentioned. We actually do find out about that in the second game. Mind you, I was actively looking up the lore behind the game, or at least the game's story, so that's how I found it out. But if you want to go in with a fresh pair of eyes, I would not speak of it unless you want me to tell you about it. What the fuck? Oh. I'm just gonna hide here. My allies won't die. I'll just let them take the brunt of it.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be, before the Daemon ruined it.
Hello there, Rosie. I'm okay, I guess. Speaking of which, how are you tonight? I heard it's storming up in Brisbane. It was stopped now. Okay. Speaking of which, not speaking of which, but doesn't Sid always pull in that many numbers, or does he get raided a lot? Oh no, please. Run. Oh no. Yeah, I realized that. Every time I jump in, it's about 20 or 30. There's been some raids. Yeah, he does get. I think he does get raided a lot. Like, holy crap, that's a large number. Oh, come on. Nope. I can't trick the AI. Oh, man. I hate this difficulty with a fiery passion. I especially hate these new machines that were introduced within this DLC. They are borderline almost cheap.
Machines. You made.
By the way, here is my progression. Base game still 99. The DLC is 84.
As the spirit said.
Frost calls.
I'll try to find a way through.
It's an absolute headache. Getting there slowly. Oh, for fuck's sake. No. I am borderline pissed at these fucking animals. The human AI is dumb as a fucking brick. The animals are way too aggressive.
I'll try to find a way through. Okay, no more sneaking.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we're gonna be here for ages just to get this fucking bastard mission done. I know, Newbie Jade, we're gonna be here for a long, long time.
Machines being made.
Oh, I've maxed out all my levels. It's New Game Plus, I've already maxed everything out.
I'll try to find a way through.
All the possible skills, I've gotten everything. Come on, faster. God damn it, your ass fucking brain dead.
I need to get away and walk across.
Don't be stupid, just don't be stupid.
That should do it.
Run, you fucking... Oh, they are as dumb as brick. I help them, I run the risk of being attacked. Oh, sweet. Come on. this way. Yeah, you can't come this way, good. Yeah, the game mechanic is bound. Each individual is bound to this area specifically, one area specifically. So they can't cross that boundary. Yep, they've returned to the normal spawn point. Okay, let's continue. Thank God. Made it past that unbelievably annoying area. Activate the console.
Enter the console.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the Daemon. And I may have found one.
Okay, these three done. How the hell am I missing that? I'm missing a lot. They're like all sporadic everywhere.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victory is all over the news. The Pharaoh swarm is coming. Has to be what Anita is trying to hide Firebreak from. But that means she thinks we'll lose. That the swarm will reach Yellowstone. My God. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies. Everyone except Cyan.
Machine parts. Dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over.
Alright. I'm just gonna sneak my way through this. I'll slap this on. What? Oh, fuck. That's close. Come on.
Help us get to the other side.
Okay. These bastards all over the place. Whoa. But they are infinitely more easy compared to other things. Oh shit.
Find a way.
These things go sideways, too.
Thanks, newbie. Hope you have a good day at work. Thanks for coming by to chat. Come on. How high is that? 26?
Alright, grab a ride. The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
This looks like the old path. Close now.
Last exchange with Lydia. Via chat attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. I'll never see it again. Neither will Cyan. And I've got to tell her that too.
These are so spot.
Voice of doom.
Oh my.
The altar. Desecrated.
There is no blue light here. Is a spirit present? Or only the demon?
I think it's both. But we have to find out.
I'm trying.
Possible security threat detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed. Preparing countermeasures. Recapture protocol initiated.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the Blue Light. It's Ourea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Ourea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raise the signal strength. One has been exposed, but I am
Unauthorized protocol return to scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done.
Yes, we are nearly finished the
Save
DLC.
yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
I actually like the main character's face model here more than its sequel. Not exactly. Back when I first saw this game, it was just interesting. I was not exactly like the most hyped for it, but I was interested at least. Finishing this, I enjoyed the story for what it was. Not really, because this here, the models were realistic, but still had a sense of a cartoonish, like an unpolished, realistic vibe. Whereas the new one went ultra realistic. They kind of look uncanny. Let me just check these. Return to Firebreak. Where is it? Where is it? Thermal, geothermal. How do I get this one? Sorry, I'm just trying to check how I get these ones. exactly is it? Where? Location. Fuck. Oh crap, it's in here.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it. Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for? I either need to destroy this thing or override it.
lava. The floor is lava.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for? That Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Let him stop us. Cyan said something about... restraints. Is that what the tower's for? That Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Let him stop us.
with it.
Holy fuck, this thing was annoying. This fucking thing chewed through my inventory faster than an obese man at a McDonald's. Not as a boss fight.
Whatever you're going to do to that tower, do it now.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative. Malware network.
Maria! Don't!
Spirit! Scion, please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go.
Rhea's gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
Them soon enough.
Almost finished, at least the DLC portion.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the Daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss. Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
You meant a lot to Aurea.
Once I understood Aurea's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Aurea's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Aurea, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
This Firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron and took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleague, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors, more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Ourea said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Ourea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. What are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger that emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell. And after that, the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone?
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes. In many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations. to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Faro?
Are you referring to Theodore Faro, CEO of Faro Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Faro was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor? But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Faro spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field. One of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced, and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while, at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Ourea.
You're asking me if you should lie to them?
Broadly, yes.
I trust your judgment, Cyan. You were cautious with Ourea. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing. I can't feel much of anything in this.
My chieftain.
Just Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Ourea might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Ourea would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
Because of her, we destroyed the cauldron, forced out the daemon, and saved the spirit. She understood what had to be done.
Yes. And I failed to listen.
You didn't fail.
A shaman should always have the ear of their chieftain. Yet I turned her away, my own sister. I was foolish, but she knew better. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warrack can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Naltuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His mind's on their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Okay. Let's see. I'm missing 3 audios to these. But in terms of this, almost done. Okay, at this rate, well, yeah, maybe another stream, and then I will use the off time to look for those remaining data points.
The Oseram, with their ridiculous ideas about women. How many great warriors have they ignored?
One doesn't need to understand Sakuli's painting in order to appreciate it.
I heard. Aratak told me about Ourea.
I'm sorry, Naltuk.
No apologies. Aratak said that in the end she was filled with the blue light. She got what she always wanted, didn't she? Each time I doubt my way forward, I think I should seek her guidance. And then I remember. The only guidance I'll receive is my own. Which will have to be good enough. There's much to do.
The Fire Claws. Aratak asked me to help hunt them down.
It's a dire task, but it occupies my attention, so I suppose I'm grateful for it. My scouts have tracked them across the cut.
You don't sound like you trust yourself to take Ourea's place.
Ourea inspired whatever we encountered. The new machines, the slaughter at Thunder's drum. We knew we would endure, because she had endured worse. I don't know that I have her confidence. Trust is earned, Aloy. Even in oneself.
You earned Ourea's trust, didn't you? She believed you were up to this. And so do I.
Do you?
I wouldn't have said it if I hadn't meant it.
I suppose I'd better live up to your expectations.
I'd like to think you're right, Naltuk. About Ourea getting what she wanted.
I'm sure she did. All her victories. Surviving the Karja, communing with the Spirit, defeating the Daemon. Every goal she ever set for herself, she accomplished. And in the end, she was rewarded with the blue light itself. The songs say that our bodies are poor vessels for the light. Our hearts are too dark, but at least for a moment, before she passed. I hope she felt what it was like to be part of it.
This isn't over yet. As long as there are Fire Claws in the cut, your people are still in danger.
And as long as you remain in the cut, we have a chance at hunting them down. Aim true, Aloy.
Inatuk's impulsive ignorance could have sparked another war. Let him freeze for what he's done.
What? I'm just a kid.
Banur abandoned the cut during the war. Abandoned us.
captured the red-haired outlander in the painting.
When the old ones were fresh in their grave, and our numbers were Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by wire. Yet your crime was the act of killing. So we must drive you out. Away from the Werak. From protection. From our songs.
My chieftain. Kopalai. Am I not your favorite fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior? You are my favored! But the shaman is decided. While you wait for exile, think on what brought you here.
A test of strength! Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell your story to the ice.
Hello there, Mind Over Mando. How are you? And I feel like I haven't seen you in 100,000 years.
You took Aratok's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would have liked to see that fight.
They said that you killed someone.
Perhaps I did. If even my chieftain accepts it, it must be so.
That's not the way it works for me. Wanna tell me your story?
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. That much is true. He was strong and damn quick. We traded punches. Good punches. Hard punches. And the next thing I remember... gray morning light, and the Karja beside me, with his head broken open. But the blow was not by my hand.
Isn't your Werak supposed to support you? At least give you the benefit of the doubt?
When our Werak had caused a quarrel, I was a solution. To fight for its honor and win, they'd call on me. Or...
Thank you, Mind Over Mando, for the 50 biddies. I think you didn't hear this because of the ad break. You said you feel like you haven't seen me in 10,000 years. I said I feel like I haven't seen you in 100,000 years.
When they needed someone to lose for appearances, I could do that too. Now an outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me. I have become my Werak's shame.
They don't want an incident with the Karja, so you take the fall.
But it's what I do best.
So everyone knows you started the fight with this man?
Of course! For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now!
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Werak has a gift. I brawl. None can take a punch, a fall better than I can. Until this time, I was too drunk. We were grappling, he clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
Nothing much. Just work, sleep, and trying to finish this game as quickly as possible so I can free up some space on my PS4.
And for your punishment, they'll exile you from the Werak?
From warmth. March me up the slopes of the Cloud Shear, leave me stripped and exposed.
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
It's still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. You haven't got a good defense, Inatut.
I've heard that one before.
Where did the fight happen?
A clearing, just outside the Karja Outlanders camp. You should talk to them. They wouldn't hear me out. They say no one else could have been there, other than me and the dead man. The shaman consulted the signs in the snow and agreed.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll be back.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do? Until the Horn gives a call from my exile.
This is what Takuli's painting is revealed to be?
The smoke from Thunder's drum's a bad omen. Always it rises, but of late, it rises faster.
Weariness, hunger, aches and bruises. Reminders that you're still alive.
I will never understand how snow works its way inside my boots.
Hunting, singing, studying the blue light. There are 1,000 ways to prove one's worth.
I don't remember much. No one knew.
These will keep. Praise the Sun King for saving him without bloodshed.
Back again, Huntress?
I was asked to look into the murder of a Karja hunter. What happened?
It's plain as day. A drunk Banuk thug picked a fight with Ruas, struck him down from behind and stole his headdress.
The accused man says that he didn't do it.
You're not going to get anything useful out of the Banuk, whether they talk to you or don't. They gather up like cloaks in a chill wind every time a hunter dies out here. Won't even hand Ruas's killer over for a proper trial.
A proper trial?
To fill his mouth with salt, and hold him up for the sun to consider over days. If it is clement, it may only take his sight, or his wits.
Doesn't sound like you trust the Banuk much.
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us. 10 years of reasons.
Always the war. The war is over. We made amends, but no. The land never forgets.
Snow and ice keep memory, they say.
It takes time for scars to heal.
You think I don't know that? I still bear the lashes for refusing one of the Mad King's sun priests. I was your age then.
Times of shadow. Times of shadow.
So other Karja hunters have died in these lands before?
3, maybe 4 in the last few seasons. That's no surprise. This place punishes even the prepared. And many young nobles don't prepare. But usually the snow covers everything, and the bodies are never
Hello,
found.
Shadowblaze.
No thanks to the
How
Banuk.
are you? Long time no see.
They're involved?
No. It's not about their tribe. They don't want to get involved.
In these outlands, even the sun cannot thaw all it touches.
Where did you find Ruas's body?
There's no hunt, girl. Nothing to pick up.
Humor me. I'm a good tracker.
Down the rise to the west, there's a clearing. But a grazer herd couldn't have trampled it better. And if that barbarian gives up Ruas's headdress before they cast him out, let me know. It's valuable.
Talana Khan Padish, Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge. She does her house proud.
I'm okay, I guess. Work. Not enough time to game. Now I'm trying to finish this as quickly as possible so I can free up some space.
This is it. Snow's been disturbed a lot, like the Huntress said.
Oh, you have played this game.
That was used for the killing blow. Oh, here's something. Lots of leaves and bark scraped off here. When someone pulled out the branch? No. From climbing it. They came through the trees. Didn't try to hide the weapon. Question is Inatet the kind of fighter who hits from behind with a tree branch?
You beat this game in a week, eh? Well, me personally, it took me 100 hours just to finish this on my first playthrough. This was way before I started streaming, but now I'm doing this on ultra hard difficulty on New Game Plus. Right now for the base game itself, I only got one more mission. Frozen Wilds is what I'm doing right now. I finished the main campaign for Frozen Wilds, but I still got some like hunting ground and a few side stuff to finish. Almost forgot, I still need to fill out this entire list. Need to find 3 of these audios and text-based, and yeah, all the text-based things. Gotta find them out in the world. I may not stream myself finding these things since they're just a pain in the ass to find, so I'll do those in my own time. But mission-based challenges, I'll stream those, or at least try to.
If you were waiting here, you'd have a good view of the Carja camp and the clearing. Well, this is ominous. A dead end? Can't be. Someone covered this over. Maybe trying to hide. Carja armor. This looks bad.
It doesn't matter. The deed is done. Another Carja is dead. And of enough as I thought for. A life for a Carja life. That's real.
Someone's here!
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
On me!
that your dad?
Yes, ultra hard difficulty where everyone can two-shot you.
Keep that for later.
Someone's here!
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
We've got company!
Ain't afraid to die.
Yes, you can buy an upgrade where you can stack the amount of arrows you have up to 3.
Another Karja dead. A life for a Karja life.
To me! Let's take...
Gonna need this.
Okay, I'm getting really fucking pissed.
Another Karja dead. And a Manuka's exile for it. A life for a Karja life.
Incoming!
chicken one? Don't remember.
Take that one down! Let's see how much of a...
I'd have to ditch something. You've been killing Karja. And for what? Revenge for the war?
Who gets to declare that one tribe no longer hates another? I'll tell you, not the ones who fought. Not the ones whose songs are silenced. Like my kin.
For what you did, another Banuk has been sentenced to certain death. What about his song?
That's why you followed us. For that punch-drunk idiot Inatut. Fate is sharp today. They've already let him out to face his exile. Let's see who the cold claims first.
I need to go after Inatut. But I should find some more evidence first. Trophies. Newer than the rest. Must have belonged to Ruas. So it was a Karja soldiers. Not that it's any excuse. Did they keep any clothes from their victims? This Karja gear's not warm, but if Inatut's naked on a snowfield, he'll take what he gets. Okay, time to get moving.
Hydrate, eh? No problem. One moment. Speaking of which, have you played Forbidden West yet?
These things again. much gets past them.
Oh, Ford, you're still here. I thought you went to sleep.
They're scanning for me.
Who are you talking about, Shadow?
I know it can take someone if you want to lose them forever. I'm not getting up that frozen waterfall. Maybe along the sides?
Oh, you were talking about the Glint Hawks.
Machine saw me. Handy. Halfway there. Frozen solid. Mixed feelings about that. Inatut! Inatut! Maybe he found shelter? I hope he found shelter. Behind the rock.
True.
Aurora girl? Is it really you, or has the bone chill got through my skull?
I found the real killers. No one else has to die because of this. Take these.
A dead Karsh's close. Haven't I been beaten down enough? But I won't argue. I swear, thought I saw my ancestors. They said, we're surprised you ended up here.
You better hurry. Machines.
Yes, I fucking hate these things. They again drained me of all my resources.
No room.
Now that was a fight.
Your trial's over. It was other Banuk who killed that man. Killed him because he was Karja.
You know why I took the first swing at him? He challenged the honor of the Banuk. The honor. That's what I thought.
Come on. Let's get you back.
Once I'm off the mountain, I'll find my own way. I need to think. It's not something I'm used to. Who knows what could happen?
I'll see you at town then. You'd better make it. All right?
I give my pledge.
So by Banuk law, if Initut survives, he's forgiven. But I want to prove to his chieftain that he wasn't guilty in the first place.
Did she just trip and hurt herself? I'm not even sure. Maybe. Buzzing bee, mind of Amanda, buzzing bee, bee cheeks. Clap them bee cheeks. Okay, no problem, Shadowblaze. Thank you so much for coming by.
We can talk or we can hunt.
Yes, I'll catch you next time. Hopefully next time you come here, I'm almost done.
Skills, not for outlanders to grandstand.
Initut told you the truth. This is the headdress stolen from the murdered man. You'll find more in a ravine north and west of here, along with the bodies of the killers.
The exile still served its purpose. He was guilty of our suspicion. Fate has fallen like snow, and should Initut return, he will be absolved.
You can't be serious.
He speaks for the Werak, my Nora friend.
You look ridiculous. If you would return to my Werak, you will behave as a Banuk does.
How does a Banuk behave, my chieftain? Like I did? Accepting a sentence for a crime he did not commit. Or those others who killed in cold blood for crimes that their Karja victims did not. I think what I wear will not make me more or less of a Banuk.
For his own sake, it would be wise for him to think less. Nora, friend.
I'll talk to him. But not for you.
I defied my chieftain's will, spurned my Werak.
How are you feeling?
As if I've been pounded in the guts. I could just keep walking, but when my anger has thawed, it will leave me with nothing. Where else would I go?
If you choose to stay, it should be on your own terms.
This sounds political. I'm not good with politics.
More like a fighting strategy. You survived exile. I bet that doesn't happen much.
I've only heard of it in legends.
You earned your place in the Werak, Initut. Make them earn you back.
Of all my fights, this is the first time I beat death. I vow to you, it won't be the last. And my song shall grow. You'll hear of it. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weighed against the great boon you gave me, but...
I'm honored. Thank you, Initet.
I must decide what to say to Kopilai. One tooth lost is enough.
You can't be a one-hunter rogue.
Can't be too prepared.
Remaining strong, I hope.
Val without breaking a sweat. I had no
Huntress,
idea that Nora...
we should thank you for finding the truth in this sorry mess. Your Banuk came to us to explain what happened. Wearing a long-dead Karja's garb, the priest thought he was having a religious vision.
I've brought back the stolen headdress, too. The inscription inside said it was a soldier's.
An heirloom, handed down to Ruas. His father gave his life to help liberate Meridian. He was no Red Raider.
What a waste.
Like I said, a sorry mess. Well, we'll be returning to the Sundom. May you also go in light.
I need a moment. My duty. They are endless.
Alright people, I think I'm gonna call the stream here. I won't immediately turn off, since I still want to try my best to find the rest of these data points. You see these missing ones here? I'm gonna find them off stream. But in terms of doing anything else like these, the main quest and these errand quests, I won't do them. I'll save those for next stream. Hopefully I'll be able to finish them by then. But yeah, thank you Mind of Amanda, thank you Shadow, thank you Ford, AJ, everybody else who came by. Appreciate everyone coming. Hopefully tomorrow is my last stream of this game. Thanks for watching everybody. I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now.